Starting live with 88.96. Let's see if we can get to 9K. That would be nice. All right, how's everyone doing? We got Silver Days in the house. Let's go. We have the True Trill Triple T coming out of the gates with a 99-cent super chat. Let's go. Thank you so much for the $1. I really appreciate it. That's awesome, man. Olit, what's up? What's up, Olit? Abolisher is asking Triple T what the next play is. Silver Days is in the house saying, what's up, Floofin? Abolisher says, Zoin-based Pride. Well, that's super gamble, man. I mean, is that still the $20,000 coin? Yeah, I mean, this was 10K yesterday, and it looks like it's breaking down. So, I mean, obviously you're gambling. There's no price prediction for this. As long as it doesn't get through, as long as it doesn't get past 4048, it's bearish. So you have an opportunity to sell if you get a major reversal. If not, it's bearish. So, let's see. Dream Tank says, are you rich yet, bro? Am I rich yet? Yeah, that's a good question. Let me see. Yo, Dogelon's not doing bad. It is pushing up pretty good. Yeah, it's not bad. It's up. It went up 27% and it's up 19%. So, honestly, I'll take it. Let's get some subs. Best coin to buy now? I have no idea. Good luck, though. I'm still on VDR. You don't be listening. Me? Oh, you're talking to the guy who asked you. I was like, me? What? What did I do? VDR. Yeah, let's check VDR. Let's see. Oh, it's up 12%. That's pretty good. You got a massive rally. Did you come back and retest the 236382? Yeah, look at this perfectly. So, like we always say, you test this area, you retest this area of support. And you'll have and if you do stay over this area of support, which right now you're attempting to break out again, then you're looking at the next leg up and a breakout. So you do absolutely need to break this previous level, and then on the next level we could take a look at. Man, there's no reset. Yeah, on the next level. I would say, I don't want to use that wick, but I will. Breakout over 204 should send you to 2076 and then 1 cent 60. So those are our targets on the upside for a VDR as of right now. Look at how oversold we are. I commented on Vision's live stream, or Vision's live stream. I commented on his video today. I think we're bottoming out. We should be bottoming out, right? We should be bottoming out. Shit. DCA the low again today. Let's go. Legit. Hope you're doing good. Yeah, I'm doing good. At least my Dogelon is actually up 20%. So it's nice looking at my portfolio and seeing that, oh, hey, like my portfolio is up 20%. So 20% used to be like more than $2,000, but now 20% is like, what is it? Like $600 or $700 or something. So it is what it is. What's up, Steve? He says the real Elon, Dogelon Mars. Abolisher says United States Steel Reserves price prediction. It's USSR, right? Yeah, this is another complete gamble play. Wait. Oh my god, yeah, dude. I mean, there's no... Yeah, there's no price prediction on this, man. This is completely a gamble. So if you're buying now, even back up to its all-time high, it's yeah, I don't know what you want me to look at. The market cap's $480, man. It went to zero. So you gambled, and unfortunately, the coin went down to zero. So that's very unfortunate, man. Look at the other VDR, please. Okay, VDR. So we looked at this one. So I'm assuming the other one is here on Dex Screener, which is going to be this one. Yeah, there's also no looking at this. I mean, there's no price prediction on this. This also does look like, it's doing good. $15 million. I mean, no pullback, so really no area to look at. There's no price target because, again, there's no pullback. It just came out and it's going to the moon. So I'd say to the moon, right? I'd say you'd probably look at the market cap and say, can it hit $100 million? That's around a 5-6x from the current price. So you're looking at, still around 10 cents for VDR. So maybe 10 cents is the next area. But in terms of any sort of retracements or pullbacks, like, there is no way to like actually look at this. It's going to the moon. It's so bullish right now. Triple T, how do you find all these crap coins that run? Yeah, seriously, Triple T. He gave me a coin that got me like $30 in ad revenue so far. So that's pretty good, man. Yeah, I mean, you're up. I don't know if it's that one that you bought or this one, but you said you bought it at 209, right? So yeah, you're already up 68% on this. There is no pullback though, so like I really like. Let's just say we have a target at 10 cents. So this thing's going to the moon. Okay, thanks. Yeah, you're welcome, man. Abolisher says that's the wrong one. Yeah, you gotta tell me what the ticker is and what the price is. A little bit more information, especially if you're giving me coins that are like under 10,000 market cap. I got in at 209. Yeah, that's right. So yeah, you're already up. And then the other VDR is also doing pretty good. You're up 12% on the day, or 14%. Yeah, we just looked at it, 14%. So it's not doing bad. So hopefully we get that breakout for VDR. Allo says he posts all the winners. I post all the losers. Well, give me a loser. Give me a loser coin. Let's see. Let's see what's down today. Stable's down 8%. Wow. How's silver doing? Do we get any subs? Any subscribers? Nope. Let's look at sub. Yeah, so you're right now you're struggling to get back over previous support at $85, which is now flipped to resistance. You did reset the RSI though, so hopefully we start moving up from here. Oh man. Hey. Let's see, what else can we look at today? Yeah, I mean, I hope, imagine if Dojo on Mars pumps on the live stream. That would be pretty epic. Yeah, because we technically came back and retested this area as support, as we always say. So you came back, you retested this as support. Now, I guess you can say, yeah, you had a 618 retracement, but a breakout should send you back up to, yeah, 42, 43, which would be another like 13% pump from the current price. Like and subscribe. Thank you so much, Silver Days. I appreciate that. Reserve rights, plume, and grass, RSI, and all those. Thanks. Reserve rights, plume, and grass. RSI and all those. Reserve rights. What is that? RSR? Yeah, it is RSR. Yeah, we haven't looked at these. So you might have double bottomed here, given that the daily RSI is extremely oversold. You might have more selling, but I mean, it is extremely oversold. So hopefully we get some sort of reversal for RSR. But yeah, it's still bearish as long as it's under 2045. And if this previous floor does break, then you are looking at probably going down and making all-time lows. Daily RSI on RSR is extremely oversold. But then again, just keep in mind that a lot of coins are extremely oversold right now because Bitcoin just had a major correction, a major plummet. And then you said Plume. Yeah, for Plume, you might be creating a bullish divergence here. Higher low on the RSI. Both times very, very, very oversold. You are still oversold on the RSI. But for Plume, again, you just made an all-time low. Yeah, you just made an all-time low 3 days ago. So bearish under 2027, bullish over 3 cents 50. So you have long ways to go before breaking out or attempting to turn bullish again. Do you remember what the coin for Huck Tua Girl had? Whatever happened to that coin? Yeah, I don't know. I think it was Hawk, right? This one, right? Yeah, this coin came out. Yeah, it's actually just down. Imagine if she makes a comeback. Wow. Yeah, you just consolidated and then you broke down. So basically it's going to zero. Triple T, I'm holding off on those. Floofin says, meow, can you please take a look at fibs for how low BTC went in 2019 and 2020? Yeah, if we have time, we can take a look at BTC like that. What's up, Knights of Insomnia? Because this typo, we topped on apathy instead of euphoria. And the last time we topped on apathy was 2019. Floofin says, so the fib low on 2019-20 should be an indicator of the bear market low. Triple T says, Hoovy, what happened to that other channel we was on, the Tectonic people? They kind of rugged Balancer, old CB coin, all I could find. Balancer? What an oldie. Oh my gosh. I remember this was over $1. Yeah. Wow, what happened? What happened to Balancer? Did they just get delisted on everything? Yo, that's insane. Oh my gosh, what happened? Like, just so many people lost. Like, that's just another 56% capitulation. What happened here? Let's go. 897. Allo. What happened to Balancer? Oh, I wrote old Coinbase coin. There has to be news about this. Dude, look at the total locked value on Balancer and look at the market cap. Something doesn't make sense. Yeah, this doesn't actually make any sense. How is the total locked value 247 million, but the market cap is 12 million. What the heck is going on with this coin? Yeah, and it's almost fully diluted. Which reminds me, I need to look at Beam. Yeah, Beam's attempting to bottom out over here. Then again, so is Elon. Ooh, it's coming back. Let's go. I'm in so many live streams. I don't know. I didn't look into it. Don't care either. Let me Google it. Let's see what's happening with Balancer. Why is Balancer crypto going down? Balancer experienced significant price decline, primarily driven by massive liquidations of large leverage positions on lending platforms like Aave and Venus in early February 2026. So literally like the last 3 days, causing high volatility. This combined with persistent technical weakness, a bearish market sentiment, and the aftermath of previous protocol exploits has resulted in a sharp downturn. Damn, that does not sound good. Probably going to get delisted on Coinbase soon. Yo, is Elon going back up? Are we going to get rich on the live stream? Come on, let's go, Elon. All right, let's look for some gems. Yeah, there's nothing's going up right now. Yeah, I guess we could look at the trending coins and look at the 24 hours. I don't even know what that is. Up 25,000%. Flying Moon Doge. What is this? Yeah, wow. I'm surprised Triple T didn't get into this for a 10x. Greenland Shark, up 436%. Oh, wow. Wow. Free Lightning says, what's up, meow? Dojal on Mars. Yeah, we have Dojal on Mars up right now. We're waiting for this breakout. Let's take a look at Elon. I guess we could make a video. Taking a look at Dojal on Mars on the live stream. So as we pointed in our last video, we were extremely oversold on the daily time frame for Dojal on Mars. Now, this doesn't automatically mean that we're going to get a massive rally or a major reversal, but this does technically mean that we're extremely oversold and selling. There's only so much more selling pressure before we get some sort of relief rally, bounce, or retracement, whatever you want to call it. And we did. We got a bounce. The bounce took us up around 28%. We're sitting at 20% right now. I think that hopefully there's a little bit more. I can't say I think and then hopefully. So I'm hopeful that we get some sort of major move back up to at least 7/050 to 64 to start invalidating this really big downtrend that we've been in since we topped back in 2021. But just keep in mind, as a holder, you still need to break this area of resistance in order to be bullish and in order to have a trend reversal. We could still come back up to this level, get stuck, come back down, make a lower low. Technically, as of right now, we still have support at 7/029, which you can see we never went down and tagged. We hit 31, but we never hit 29. So I don't know if we're going to go back down there and fill that and, hit support, but hopefully not. Hopefully this was it, and this was the major capitulation before we get a monster rally out of here. I will keep you updated. None of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion. Thank you so much for your support, and I'll catch you in the next video. Follow Meow on X. Let's go. Thank you, Silver Days. Alice says, I'm trying to look for alts that gained on BTC pair since the first 80k drop. Dogelon did. Fart and Zora were two I found, but Zora dropped back down. Let's see. Yeah, so taking a look at Zora on the live stream. So as of right now, we did say that we have support here at 2 cents 30. If that area of support breaks, the next major area of support for Zora is going to be 1 cent 45. Now on the upside, we have resistance at 3 cents to 4 cents 20. And surprisingly, we actually wicked all the way up to that level. So congratulations. Traders had the opportunity to take profits at around 131%. However, as a holder, that's where you needed to break in order to invalidate this downtrend and start an uptrend forming and a trend reversal. But unfortunately, looking back, you can see we did get stuck. That doesn't mean, we're not going to have another attempt. It just means that we need to keep this area of support, consolidate sideways, and then get another attempt to break out. And we could assess at that point whether we will and have a continuation, or whether we're going to make a lower high, get stuck, and come back down and test the next area of support. I will keep you updated. None of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion. Thank you so much for your support, and I'll catch you in the next video. Come on, open sesame. Open sesame. Fart coin, that's right. Okay. Min like 50 million market cap. Pepe was looking with the BTC pair a few months ago, but I haven't checked recently. Oh crap, Knight is right. Pepe is another one. Let's see. Yeah, Pepe had a retracement, not a continuation. You got rejected back down to these lows. So best case scenario for Pepe is that you establish a floor here, and then you attempt to turn bullish again, and you break 55 to 67. If it doesn't happen, then you're going to make a lower high. You're probably going to come back up to 55, trap some people in, and then it's going to capitulate down. So just be careful. And then Fart Coin. Yeah. Taking a look at Fart Coin on the live stream. So Fart Coin unfortunately did not break resistance. We did say we had resistance at 30 to 41 cents. You actually came up and attempted to break out twice. Unfortunately, you did not break out. Both times you came back down and got rejected at 20 cent support. You are currently holding 20 cent support. One thing to note on Fart Coin is that you are basically extremely oversold right now, or getting close to extremely oversold. So I think that you are putting in a bottom right now, at least temporarily. We should get some sort of relief, but we really need to get a breakout instead of a lower high and a retracement, because once we turn bearish again, you're probably going to come back down, make a lower low, validate this downtrend, and end up landing at the next level of support, which right now is 10 cents. But we don't need to think that far ahead. As of right now, 20 cents is support, and then you need to break resistance between 30 cents and 41 cents. That is still in play. None of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion. Thank you so much for your support, and I'll catch you in the next video. Mubarak meow. For what? For what? Usually, like, that would mean that if Dogelon Mars went to the moon, but we're not breaking out yet, so. I know you guys are like, oh my god, Crypto Beyond Analysis is so greedy. He's up 27% and he's not taking profits. Yeah, unfortunately, I have long ways to go for Elon. Elon has long ways to go for me. Let's see. Oh man, come on, Dogelon. Flufin says from BTC 2019 high to the next low, that fib level should indicate the fib level of the bear market BTC low. Yeah, so we all look at it differently, man. So I think that, like I showed you before, you could take as many million different fibs as you want. I think that we are going to be bottoming out, and again, you can disagree with me. That's fine. But I think we will be bottoming out somewhere at between $40,000 and $50,000. And the reason why is because I'm taking the 200-day moving average, which is around $58,000 right now, and I'm just simply taking my little ruler and saying that 20% is around $45,000, 30% is around $39,000-$40,000. So every single time at some point during the bear market, whether it was some sort of black swan or whatever the case was, we have felt around that percentage. So basically that's what I'm going to be buying. I'm going to start buying a lot once we get down to around minus 20% from 58,000. That's when I'm going to be putting way more than buying 0.002 BTC. But that's just my opinion. So, and I need to redraw all of this because obviously all this is now invalidated because I was right about this bear flag. So we called it bear flag forming and we broke down. So we do need to redraw it at some point. Yes, we have, but can we entertain a different theory? No, that theory is going to take a long time for me to like do. And I need to keep the stream going and we need to just keep looking at coins and I need to keep clipping coins, if that makes sense. So like I can't just stop and then just do what you said, which is just take my fib from everything and then level it out like that. At least right now. But if we get slower, then yes, I can do it. Obviously I can do it, but like I have to look at BFS coin for this guy, otherwise he's gonna leave. I have to look at Telcoin, and then you know what I mean. I have to look at all these other coins, obviously that start coming in. But yeah, Floofin, I'll take a look at. I'll entertain the theory absolutely, but I just want you to know. I hope you understand that I have to like obviously keep everyone else. I have to keep engaging with everyone else, because if I don't, then there's only gonna be two people in here. It's just going to be me and you talking back and forth. So, oh, I didn't put a poll on. Oh my god. You're like, okay, and then you just leave. No, but I hope you get it. But we'll take a look at it, but we'll just have to wait until like the chat is dead, basically. Memes. All right, so BFS coin. What is this? BFS coin. I don't know. I think it's a gamble coin. You know what? I'm going to just look at BTC because what is this? Like, what am I supposed to look at here? Is this the... Can you give me a little bit more information on it? Is this the right coin? Please let me know. In the meantime... Clifford the dog says, Telcoin, please. I'm $1,500 invested. I hope you didn't buy the top. Yeah, let's take a look at Telcoin for you. Yeah, unfortunately, that sucks. Okay, let's see. $1,500 invested in Telcoin. Let's see where it's headed for Clifford the dog. So right now you are technically stuck in resistance, which is now technically support since you already broke out. You already had a 618 retracement for Telcoin, so I mean this already did do a 12x move to the upside, and now you're obviously selling off. I'd say bearish. If it breaks below 23, then you're cooked. If I were you, that's where theoretically I would consider my stop loss. But if you know, you might come down and bounce from there. So I don't know. You're really going to have to decide. That's around a 20% capitulation, so you're looking at a $300 loss. However, you could still break out, and we are oversold kind of on the daily, so hopefully selling pressure is over and you get some sort of move up. You still have resistance overhead at 2044, which is around 57% away. So that's what I think. Keith Wallace says, let's not look at BTC price. The top percentage needs to go down from a top fine bear market. The bottom is going to be confirmed by the weekly RSI when that finds a bottom. Oh, that's also what I use. I don't know if you got that. I don't know if you watch the BTC videos, but that's what I think. I think that historically speaking also, when the RSI hits extremely oversold on the weekly, which is why we have all these little indicators drawn out, because every single one of these has a reason why it's there. So we'll do this again. Every single time that we are extremely oversold, not oversold, but extremely oversold on the weekly time frame for BTC, it has put in a generational bottom for BTC. This goes all the way back to 2014. So you can see we were extremely oversold, and then that's all she wrote. You had a massive bear market. From here to the top, you went 120x. Bear market started, 2018 bear market, you fell off the cliff. November 2018, worst bear market in history. You came down, you hit extremely oversold, and that was the generational bottom, and this marked the bottom for BTC, and this is when the historical rally showed up out of thin air. Poof, congratulations. BTC went around 22x. Now, law of diminishing returns, so obviously the first time was over 100x, second time was 20x. Now this time we bottomed, although we did make a lower low. It doesn't matter if you bought when we were extremely oversold, because you still went up 6x. So obviously 100x to 20x to 6x. I don't know, maybe next time it's going to be 3x or 2x. I really don't know, but we'll figure that out in the future together. But we're not oversold yet, so we will just have to wait and see. But that's my theory. That's what I think. So we're not oversold yet either. But on the daily we are. Now historically also, every single time on the daily time frame we did hit oversold on BTC, we did end up making a higher high. We did end up breaking out. So, but the difference is that now we're in a bear market, so we're going to be making lower lows, unfortunately. Keep it stupid simple. Yeah, that's what I like to do. Because a lot of people, especially getting into crypto, they don't really understand. But if you show them this chart, and if you show them literally like what I just showed, they don't need to know. It's like, oh, okay, so this is a good time to buy. I'm not just throwing my money in blindly, which 99% of the people do. So that's why we have all these indicators on here. And we have all these days out. Every single one of these means something, so it's really important. Hey bro, I found your channel a few days ago, and I've watched countless of your videos and live streams. I was wondering if you could explain your strategy a bit more in detail, since there's no video on that. Not financial advice, of course. What? Oh, so I'll tell you. Give me a second. It's a lot. Even BTC RSI on daily and 4 hour, it touches oversold. Should be 2 to 3, 4 times maybe before a trend change. I mean, it's all there for all of us to see. Just people choose not to accept facts and charts. Yeah, basically. Yeah, so only truth. Basically, my strategy is to only become a Bitcoin maxi during this bear market, and using past data and data points to time buying the market at the best opportunity and the best timing for me. And then also, I'm not going to get greedy on the way up and expect a 10x or 100x like I did during this bull market, because unfortunately we never got the alt season that we expected, or I guess my coins didn't go up really. So that's my strategy, and if you the more you watch, the more you'll understand. I mean, I get your strategy. I just wanted some more theory behind the fib levels, and when you're in a trade and your targets, etc. I think just hang around, and then you'll kind of see. Eventually, you'll kind of see a pattern. So like if you're trading it or if you're holding it, I say all of those levels. So even for BTC, we said that's what we said. We had resistance at 95,000 and we came up, so traders took profits, holders got wrecked because holders thought we were going to go to 103 next, but we never ended up going there. So I don't know. You have to decide, am I going to take profits or am I going to wait and see if it ends up breaking areas of resistance? But for the most part, with every single coin, we look at areas of resistance. We say these are the areas that need to break for continuation, because typically that's what the fibs are used for, and historically that's where they usually have retracements to. So usually you get a retracement to those levels, or you come back and you have a correction to areas of support before you either determine whether there's a continuation or whether you're going to basically capitulate and go to zero. So if you want, give me one of your coins and I can take a look at it for you. In the meantime, we still need 3 subscribers. Yeah, that guy asked for this coin and didn't even say anything, so I don't know. Let's see. Let me check my Gemini. See if my Dogelon is still there. Let's go. Oh, wow. Is Japan bond crisis a nothing burger, or does it have some substance to it, as that can have a negative effect on the overall crypto market? They say it can liquidate about 300 million in the crypto. I don't know. I think that if we're bearish, and we already know we're bearish, like we always say, there's going to be some sort of news that comes out that tries to correlate with why the market is bearish. I think regardless, we already know, if we know that we're in a bear market, then we already know that there's going to be some sort of black swan out there that's waiting to happen and send the price down. So that's what I think. I think it could be anything. I think it could be like the war in Iran, or like the revolution, or like the protests here in the United States. I think it could be literally anything. RL Morphs, welcome. Dude, I haven't seen you in like a year, or like 2 years now. Welcome to the live stream, man. Welcome back. RL Morphs was one of my very first subscribers that used to come to the channel. Wow. Welcome back. I hope you're doing good. We're still down, unfortunately. Unfortunately, we didn't get the rally we wanted to with our coins, so there's really nothing to look at here. Let's see. Oh, I can check the crypto bubbles. Let's see. Crypto bubbles. All right, let's check the day. And let's check 1 to 100. Okay, nothing worth making videos on. 100 to 200. River. Damn. What did you sell? Are you out? Are you out completely, Morphs? I hope you made money. Oh, ARK is up. What is this? ARK. Nice. 57%. Let's go. Let's see. AI rig complex. Oh, this is good. This is a good coin. Yo, True Troll, what the heck, man? You're supposed to find these coins. Nah, I'm just joking. Taking a look at AI rig complex, ARC, ticker ARC, on the live stream. So, I mean, it looks like it's having a retracement right now because are we over the 23632? Oh yeah, we are. So we're officially broken out of this area of resistance. Right now, as of right now, the next target is 11 cents. Keep in mind that is the next major area of resistance, and traders will be taking profits at this level. If sellers do step in, or sorry, if buyers do step in and push the price past this point, the next area of resistance is 24 cents, and that's a big move on its own. From the 618 to that level itself is around 108%. So once you break out 64 cents and then all-time highs up to $10, I really don't know. We'll just have to wait and see how high this ends up going. On the downside, you really need to stay over 2 cents, 10 to 4 cents. If you don't, you're going to come back and retest this area of resistance, which is now flipped support. I'll keep you updated. None of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion. Thank you so much for your support, and I'll catch you in the next video. BTC liquidates billions almost daily. Yeah, that's true. Only the truth says thanks for that, but that is more general stuff. I mean, maybe I'm not asking the right question. I specifically wanted to get down to technicals of your fib support resistance boxes and targets. Yeah, so on this channel, I understand what you're saying, but on this channel, like, you just gotta tell me what you want me to look at for you, and then I'll tell you. And then if you have a question on that, then I can tell you. Like, if you're like, why is the support there? I could say, okay, well, because this is where we're using this tool to show us where resistance is, where pivotal points are, and where price needs to break out for continuations. So I can do that for you, but you just got to tell me what you want me to. Sold my Elon, invested in Pokemon, and made 10K in 1 year. Yo, let's go. Freaking Pokemon. What did you buy? Just a bunch of Charizards? Oh, I just got a notification. Vision posted a video. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Is he wearing his purple jacket? Is he wearing his purple jacket?
There we go. Right here, right here.
Imagine.
Hey,
Imagine
we got this old mattress.
And good evening
he brought
to the
back the white
Dogecoin
shirts.
Moon Boys and the Doge. So I was scanning through a bunch of different days, and there's really no candle closes today, nothing of relevance. These are random time frames. The 17-day closes today.
I feel like this is just normal now. Like, every single day we just like watch like the beginning of his video, and I just comment something. Yeah, I'm not gonna let that live that down. Like, literally the next month is just gonna be me talking about the purple jacket, just because I'm bored. Like, why not? Let's see. So I read that MicroStrategy earnings on Thursday is gonna be wild, dude. That stock is going straight to zero. Exactly the analysis you just did on ARK, but with a little bit more theory. There is no theory. It's just absolutes. Those are the targets. But give me your coin, and then you could ask me about it. Like, you could tell me what you want me to look at for you. Because, I mean, if you're gambling, there's difference between, like, completely gamble coins and then, like, actual real coins. So I don't know which one you're doing. Because you can't look at a 10K market cap and be like, oh, yeah, like, it's going to respect fibs. Like, this thing could go 1,000,000% overnight. We don't know. Triple T for another 99 cents. That is 2 beans, dude. $2. Thank you so much for the super chat. We are 44 minutes in. Damn, we're already 44 minutes. We're 45 minutes in. That's a long time. It's a long time to be live. All right, so we looked at ARK. Did we get another sub? Nope. I personally think it pumps. Literally everyone is bearish on MicroStrategy. Dude, it's a scam. It's a scam. That's going to be the next black swan, is MicroStrategy is going to go to zero. Exactly that. Floofin says the poll as well. 50% of the chat is holding memes. We got 17 votes in. We have 50. Oh, wait. Hold on. Yeah, get your votes in, guys. Get your votes in. Because I want to see that this is accurate. We got like 30 people in here. Get your votes in. We got to see who... So 50% of the chat is holding memes. 33% is holding utilities. Oh, it's changing. People are voting now. And then we got 21% holding Bitcoin. Dude, nobody's holding Ethereum because Ethereum's getting nuked. Ethereum is done, man. This thing sucks. Ethereum just sucks, man. Hopefully we're putting in a bottom here and we get some sort of retracement, some sort of, relief rally, pushes my Dogelon up. That would be the best case scenario, but we'll just have to wait and see. It can pump short term though. It's down like 80%. That's insane. I caught Bola the other day from the top. I was 10x leverage with $681 and I got halfway down for 38k and I held all the way. It would be around 80k. Dude, but didn't Bola get rugged? I made a video on this because obviously this is the first time you're in the live stream, but I go down here and I'm like, oh, what coin can I make a video that's going to get me ad revenue, right? Because you post that content, people are going to be like watching the videos, obviously. Like Gravity, that might be good to make a video on. But anyway, Bola was up like how much? Yeah, it was up so much, yeah. And for whatever reason, it just rug pulled. So I don't know exactly what happened, but this thing did a 25x almost, and then it went down 98%. Nice to see it's coming back though, but I'm glad. You said you ended up making money, right? How would you have caught the short there? I wouldn't have. I wouldn't have known. Unless you just at any point when you get a massive green candle there. I mean, one way that you could kind of figure it out is if you I guess you could take the 24-hour. You could look at the 24-hour and you could look at the RSI and the stock RSI. You could have seen that we were extremely overbought. That's one way. And being that extended, is insane right here. We were so overbought. But theoretically, you were overbought since January 29th. So theoretically, you would have been 29, 30, 31, and then on the very first, you would have to put in your short here. There's no way that you would have known, because how do you know that it wouldn't have went up here and then fell off the cliff there, right? You actually ended up going a little bit higher. You actually a lot higher, right? Because if you did it on January 26th, the price was here, and then you would have probably got liquidated with 500%, right? Anyone looking into Doge? Do you want me to look? Anyone look into Doge? No, I could take a look at it. What's up, Bajornabek? Welcome to the end of the live stream. We got like 10 more minutes. We got 11 more minutes. And I bought near the high. Damn, Floofin. You never want to buy, but at least now you know. At least now you know, and you could actually look at indicators before you buy. And that's exactly why I'm showing you guys this. Like, how long have I had to wait? Like, let me look at my Robinhood and see when the last time I bought BTC was. Because I've waited so long, and I still haven't even bought the next 0.002 BTC because I'm waiting for my price to get hit at 70K. And all the indicators are going to line up with that. So you just have to wait. You just have to be patient. Here's my history. When was the last time I bought? November 21st at 83,000. Where was it? November 21st. Oh yeah, I literally bought 83K. Yeah, it's right here. I bought it. My average was I filled an order at $83,628. Yeah. So theoretically, I could have made money if I just went all in here and it had a massive rally, 14%, 17%. I don't know. Actually, I don't think I could have made money there, but anyway. And yeah, it basically November, December, January, February. It's been 3 months going on 4 months, and I haven't bought any Bitcoin. So you just gotta wait. You just gotta be patient, and that's what we're doing in this channel. Only the truth. I tried the altcoins. Unfortunately, it didn't work for me. So I know I can make money with Bitcoin, but I'm obviously not buying a lot at these levels. So I'm gonna be buying when we're basically capitulated and when we're sitting on the floor and when everyone's saying that crypto is dead. I bought ETH around $1,200 last year. I'm gonna have to cash out the rest. Smash Toshi's in the house. That's a good buy. Smash Toshi's in the house. Welcome. Yep, I caught the short. Total gamble, of course, but still a lot of technicals involved. What are your thoughts on Aerodrome and Spark? So Aerodrome and Spark. Man's going to be balling with 0.05 BTC when it hits 10K. I don't know if it's going to go down to 10K. Bajorna Beck says Fogo dropped a lot, so I buy more. Let's see. All right, let's see. Let's look at Aerodrome. What is the theory behind fib levels? So basically, hold on, let me look at Aerodrome and Spark, and then I'll try to figure it out for you. Yeah, so we still have resistance here at 49 to 62 cents. I mean, technically, we already came up and retested this area. So if you're trading it, that's profits right there, 62%. But if you're not trading it, then you really can't break this previous low. Otherwise, I mean, you're in a downtrend right now. You'll probably break down, make a lower low. Next major area of support for Aerodrome is around 27 cents, which has already been tagged before. So just keep that in mind. But that's what I think about Arrow. And then Spark. I think this coin came out on Coinbase, which automatically I'm not a fan. Yeah, this coin just doesn't have a base. So I don't know how low it's going to go, but given that you have established a floor, we are looking at bearish under 3 cents 20, bullish over 4 cents 50. So keep in mind, if you're buying now for a trade, that's around 50 to 102% retracement. But so like the Fibonacci retracements, they come from the Fibonacci sequence. It's basically, here, let me just Google it for you. Yeah, let me just Google it for you. What is the theory? Here, I'll help you out. What is the theory behind fib levels? Let's see. I will Google it for you so maybe you can understand it. It's where the ratio, because obviously I don't think you understand why we use these areas as support and resistance. So maybe a more technical answer will help you. It's where the ratios between the numbers, most notably the 382.5 and 618, show up repeatedly in nature, markets, and human behavior. In trading, the idea isn't that price magically respects Fibonacci numbers. It's that market moves in impulses and corrections, and those corrections tend to retrace the proportional amount of the prior move. When a strong move happens, price rarely goes up or straight down. It pauses, pulls back in either directions, either continues or reverses. Those pullbacks often cluster around Fibonacci ratios because that's where buyers and sellers naturally rebalance. Unless you're holding BOLA. Otherwise, that, yeah, or Luna Classic. The boxes, they're not just random fibs, they represent the range of a completed impulse. Areas where price is statistically more likely to pause, consolidate, or react. So you can think of the boxes as decision zone. So if you're above it, momentum is still intact. If you're inside it, consolidation or chop. If you're below it, the structure is weakening, which is basically spark. It's weakening. Anyway, I hope that made sense. But if you have any questions on that, you could just Google it. Just ask why people use Fibonacci retracements and Fibonacci levels. Again, it's really difficult to use that on coins that are like 10K market cap, complete gamble coins. But for established coins, it's you typically do get those retracements. Sellers have the option to take profits, and then holders gamble a little bit more for the next level higher. So Bajornabeck says Fogo. Yo. Yeah, Fogo's. Yeah, there's I don't know where the next level of support is for this. If it breaks below 2 cents 60, I do think you're gonna get a bigger correction, and you're already in a downtrend. So I guess technically the next area of support is going to be around 1 cent 80 for Fogo. So personally, if it was me, I wouldn't buy any more until it goes to 1 cent 80. But that's just me. So not financial advice, just my opinion. $30K is what a lot of people are expecting due to the long-term price, long-term realized price. Long-term holders' real support for BTC is at 39K. That's where I think bottoming between 39K, like they're around 39. Let's just say 40 to 50K. Flufin says Fibonacci numbers are a law of the universe that can be used to predict proportions of potential moves in money markets. I mean, it's really in more than just money markets. Yeah, SPK has no price floor. Good luck with SPK, man. Same here. I mean, there's no more support. So I guess you could say macro support is going to be for Spark or whatever. Spark is going to be 209. That's the next landing pad for this coin. Did I lose a sub? Did he like unsub? I hope not. Oh wow, what is this? Per? Google it. Good, I want more coins. 1 cent 80. Just remember, 1 cent 80. It's Gravity. Yeah, Gravity had a nice move. Look at this. That's yeah, this is around 36% pump. Let's go. Yeah, I really can't look at this. Never mind. Appreciate you, brother. Yes, thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you for coming by. I mean, it's bearish. There's really nothing to look at here, unfortunately. I just want my coin to go up. Yes, Fibonacci numbers, proportions. Yeah, I read that already. Damn, there's a 136 billion sell wall on Elon at 39 on Gemini. What is this? 136 billion, 353 million, 87,019. There's a wow, man. Someone's selling like $4,000, $5,000 on of Elon at 39 on Gemini. That's annoying. That is annoying. Oh well. Let's see. Coin 98. Wow, this is an oldie. Do you remember this? I remember when this was listed on Coinbase. Yeah, it's surprising. What did they delist it on Coinbase yet? Do you guys remember when this was listed on Coinbase? Wow. I know the theory behind the fib in general, but you use it a bit different. Like you seem to put focus on the 236382 for support and resistance. This is the knowledge I wanted. Yeah, so typically, so like, okay, so for example, we could use Dogelon on Mars, we could use my coin as an example why everyone that comes in here, I'm like, hey, you really have to decide if you do get a retracement. If it does not break the 236382, typically you come back down, retest the low, you get that consolidation. If you don't break that, you capitulate and make a lower low. Once you do break that, the next target on the upside is going to be the 618. So if you're trading it, that's next level. And if it's bullish overall, then the 618 is going to break on the short and long and macro time frame. So here, let me show you an example before I leave. So I just, it's super conservative, right? Playing it super conservatively. So even here, like let's just say we topped out here. I would have said on the macro time frame for Elon, as long as you held the 236382 as support, then you are going to get a continuation up. This goes for basically 99% of the coins that we look at. If you don't, typically you do come back down and retest the 618786 as support. And you could see that we did come back and we did tag it perfectly. And unfortunately, we ended up finally breaking it because, okay, we finally ended up breaking it. And that's because on the macro time frame, and once we did put in this base, you unfortunately couldn't get through this area of resistance. You did have a wick almost to the 618, but unfortunately you couldn't get past this. And what happens when you don't get past this level? You capitulate and make new lows. So traders had the opportunity to sell. Let's not even use the wick. That's 258%. Even here was around 180%. So now we're at the next lower low. So we're saying the same thing now, where on the shorter time frame, you have resistance here at 65 to 6010. On the bigger time frame, on the shorter time frame, using this previous high, you have resistance here at 48 to 62. And so that itself is a pretty big move up, but these are all like areas that you need to break out. And me as somebody that has this coin, if I don't feel like I'm going to break this area of resistance, then I'm going to probably sell here. And at least that way I'm not selling in the extremely oversold. I'm selling in resistance. And, you know, if we do come back down, I could buy back more coins or whatever my prerogative is at that point. But typically 99% of the coins that we look at here, when you have a monster rally and when you have a move up, if it does end up holding its 236382 support, then you're looking at the next level up on the upside. So you said for support resistant, that is the knowledge I wanted. It just is. It's like, why does the sun burn? You know, why is the sun hot? Because it's hot, you know. You could just know that, or you're like, you want to do the science behind it, and that's fine. That's just all filler. Like, the way I say it is it's just filler. Like, it's fine. It's good to know that, but I'd rather just, you know, just know that these are the sequence of areas that are resistance and support. So, like, perfect example would be like, hey, if Dogelon does come back to this box, and me as a Dogelon holder, if I don't think that it's going to break that area, then this is theoretically when I should sell, because I'm not selling when the RSI is oversold. I'm not selling at the bottom, and at least I could get some sort of money back. Bobby says, do you like Ondo as an alt? I think it's good, but I don't know if I like the tokenomics. Because don't they have some sort of crazy tokenomics here? Yeah, they do. So I don't like the fact that they're releasing coins all the way out to 2030. But it doesn't mean that it can't go up, but I just don't like coins that have an extensive token unlock schedule. Because at any point it could just increase selling pressure, and there are more coins that flood the market. It's inflationary, and I'm just not a big fan of it, honestly. Seriously though, I think the fib level from 2019 BTC top to the low might be the fib level target, the next BTC low. All right, Mr. Floofin, you're lucky I like your name. Let's see. I think the fib level from 2019 BTC top to the low. You're talking about 3,000 to 6,000. Are you talking about this area of support where it came down and we retested this area of support? So that's support, and then this one. Even this one also, you came back in the 23632. So that means that you think that we are going to bottom out at $56,000, which actually does coincide perfectly with the 200 weekly moving average on BTC. So is that what you're saying, Flufin? Can you look at Nibi, cheapest L1 I can find? They're launching an exchange in Q1 this year. Super active dev team. Yeah, until they take everyone's money. Thank you. Exactly what I was asking for. Took some time though, or maybe my question wasn't correct. I'm long bullet entry 2 cent 60 10k position with your fib levels as confluence. You're long again on Bulla. At 2 cents 60. So let's see. Also, just FYI, I use log. I don't use linear. So I don't know if you use your fib on log or linear, but I'm not. There's no way I would use that. So obviously, perfect example. Right now, you're getting stuck at resistance, and from the bottom, you already had 182% move. Technically, you had a 300% move. So if you're long from there, just keep in mind that the area that you want to break is 5 cents. The next target on the upside is 12 cents 89. So this is the next level. So I don't know if you're going to sell at that point, but that's another 360% from the current price. Hey. With that being said, I'll take a look at Nibi and then I'm going to bounce. Because we've been live for an hour and 11 minutes and I don't want to be live for another 3 hours like last time. Yeah, another completely gamble play. Mateo, obviously you know this is completely gamble. What is this coin? Oh my gosh. Yeah, hey, so just be careful. Obviously be careful with this coin. Anytime I look at a coin that looks like this, it literally looks like a slide. Like I'm at the park going down a slide, man. Yeah, so as long as, I mean, this is a complete gamble play. I mean, it's a 4 million market cap. The highest market cap it's ever been was, wow, it was 80 million. It released at 80 million and now it's sitting at 5 million. So I don't know if they have a token unlock schedule. They do have a token unlock schedule, so that's even worse. If you're gambling, maybe it has a 618 retracement. That itself alone is a 20x. Conservatively speaking, you're looking at maybe getting a relief rally to 1 cent 50 to 3 cents 50. Even that itself is going to be a 200 to 620% move. So no financial advice, just my opinion. Nibu looks a bit sketchy. If the project is based out of Dubai, it's a rug. Yeah, definitely looks like a rug. Like, how did they get a Bybit and KuCoin listing? Like, how did they get on Bybit and Dogelon Mars isn't even on Bybit? And then this coin is down 99%. And we've actually had history with Elon, but I guess technically it doesn't look any different. Unfortunately, it doesn't look any different. Anyways, I think we're going to call it here. We've been live for about an hour and 13 minutes. So thank you so much for coming by. I appreciate all of your support. Just remember, none of this is financial advice. It is all just my opinion. And this is all just for entertainment purposes and nothing more. Have a great night. Thank you so much for all the members, all the subscribers, all the super chats. Thank you so much for Triple T's 2 super chats. I really appreciate that. We will be live again at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time tomorrow. Oh, wait, you know what? No. We will be a little bit later. It's going to be a late night live stream tomorrow. So just FYI, we're going to be live a little bit later. It's going to be probably around 7 or 8. So Pacific Standard Time. So basically, Aloe is going to be sleeping by then. So maybe I won't get the same crowd of people. But if you guys are on the West Coast, I'll be live on, at around 7, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Thank you so much for coming by. Thank you for all of your support. And hopefully I will see you in tomorrow's live stream. If I don't, have a great day.